I wanted to show you how I like prep my skin on a day when I have gotten zero sleep. I was so restless last night and my skin isn't in terrible shape. I did cut myself when I was dermaplaning a couple little times. But I didn't, yeah, I didn't sleep. And the skin around my mouth is a little bit dry, slightly. So I wanted to just show you, that's like snail mucin popping up. I wanted to show you how I prep my skin for makeup for like a special occasion. For me, special occasion is just filming. But I don't do this every single time I film. I'm going to a friend's wedding next weekend, and this is how I'm gonna prep my skin for that. Look at that morning hair. Ooh. Okay, first thing is first. I think I talked about this recently, and I said the men's is the best one. It just is. It just like really gets the job done. Now I'm going to just rinse my face with a little bit of water. That's what I do in the mornings, and then I'm going to apply the Beauty of Chosun sheet mask, okay? And then I'm gonna squeeze whatever is left over in the little packet out and just like put it on top of that. So I normally would be like making breakfast while this is going on. But I did meal prep yesterday, so I like don't need to cook anything. So I think I'm gonna, like, I've only had one coffee. I usually have 2 decaf lattes in the morning. So I think I'm gonna make another coffee and then we'll finish up this skincare. My daytime skincare recently has been, it's like adjusted a little bit. I'm using the Bioma like facial mist right now just because it has a little bit more than like my Aven. My Aven Eau Thermal mist is like basically water, you know? So I'm using the Bioma. I just started using it recently, but it seems like nice enough. And then I pretty much always will apply a vitamin C serum. I'm using the Beauty of Chosun one. Vitamin C serums and my skin have had a complicated relationship. A lot of them have broken me out. It's been really difficult to find one that actually works, but the ones that seem to be the best for my skin right now are Korean. So Beauty of Chosun, shout out. So I've been using that one, it's very, very gentle. And then I will go in with my Kiehl's Avocado Eye Cream, which is super nice and like creamy and rich. You don't need to use a lot, like a little bit goes a really long way, and I really like using it on the days when I'm filming or doing like really, you know, glam makeup or something, because I have, you know, I tend to get dryness around my eyes from, you know, tretinoin and all of that, and I need that extra moisture because I like coverage there. So it helps to kind of counterbalance the powders or coverage that I'm applying in like the delicate eye area. I always just make sure that I'm doing my skincare like well ahead of filming. So what time is it right now? It's 10:30 and I'm probably not gonna start filming until noon. So by the time I take this off, do my skincare, it'll have like kind of had maybe an hour or so to sink in. Obviously that's not like necessarily doable for everyone or every day, but if it is a special occasion, you know, if you're a guest at a wedding, or if it's your wedding, or if it's your graduation or something and you're trying to look like really nice, putting in those little extra steps is great. And then I just, for my moisturizer, I'm finishing off with this Kiehl's moisturizer. I love it because it's just like super basic. It's simple, it's moisturizing, it's not like too silicone-y, it's not too creamy, it doesn't leave your skin feeling like oily or anything. I love my Aven moisturizer, but it leaves my skin looking really dewy and it's a little bit too much for like underneath makeup. So that's been my current like skincare prep for underneath my makeup. Oh, where'd my cup go? So I rinse my sheet mask like serum off. It'll depend on the sheet mask. It depends on like what you're using it for. I personally, like if I leave any of the sheet mask serum on and then I go in with my regular skincare, it just kind of ends up creating a film and it doesn't play nicely with my makeup. It's the same reason that I don't use snail mucin before I do my makeup. That's a preference. It's like these things work differently with different people's skin types or whatever. But it's really just about like penetrating the deep layers of the skin with hydration. I don't want anything sitting on the top, you know? So that's why I do it. It's just kind of like that extra step that really, really hydrates the skin like deep from within. And then I go in with my usual skincare. My hair, I know a lot of people have been asking for like hair tutorials. I'm growing it. I look like Justin Bieber right now. Not as cute, not as pretty. I'm growing my hair out a little bit. My hair is naturally very, very fine and flat. As you can see, you saw it this morning. Despite having used a little bit of the Olaplex volumizing mist, it's still very limp. Since I have the time today, I might curl it, but I'm still learning how to do that effectively. So if that was something that you wanted to see, just, I don't know, like bear with me. Maybe someday when I'm feeling confident in it, I will show you how I do it because I don't really have a method right now. So while I finish my coffee before I make breakfast, I just wanted to talk a little bit about some things that I like have realized with my OCD treatment. If you are not interested, then just skip to the end of the video. I'll be showing you like how this skin prep works with like the finished look, basically, like what the finished result is. And I'll probably show you what I prime with because I'm not entirely sure. But I think I'm kind of feeling using a Patrick Star primer. We'll see. We'll see what the state of my skin is. Just before I get into this, I'll just say that I usually, like I said, this will be sitting on my skin for like about an hour before I start filming. So it has plenty of time to absorb. And then I will, like right before I sit down and do my makeup, assess my skin and decide like, okay, is this like a certain area that needs a little bit more hydration? Do I need a little bit of blurring? Do I need a little bit of mattifying? Which honestly, most of the time I kind of opt out of. I tend to opt for hydration over like a mattifying or a blurring primer, typically. Sometimes I mix them. I get wild with it. So I don't know. It's just a matter of like deciding, of knowing what you want your skin to look like before you start going in with your complexion products, you know? And I will say that especially on like special event days, I will often do like a little under eye mask, even though I've already put on my eye cream. Ow. I've already put on my eye cream. It will have absorbed quite a bit. So sometimes I'll do, I really like the new Rare Beauty ones, the under eye like masks or whatever. I use the Sephora ones. Kind of as a shadow shield, basically, so that I can do my eyeshadow and not worry about any fallout, and then my complexion ends up looking like so amazing after that. It might not make much sense because you're usually supposed to use like some kind of a light serum underneath a thick eye cream. It's not that deep. I'm not thinking about it that way. I'm just thinking I want to just like, it's mostly just like a shadow shield. That's mostly just a shadow shield. And that allows me to really like perfect everything. And doing my eyeshadow, especially my under eye shadow first, really helps to prevent creasing. So, because if you happen to be new, I love that this is like the slowest zoom in the entire world. I think it's so funny. Oh, my camera's overheating. I have natural lines under here. So I usually will just like omit concealer in that area, go in with a little bit of eyeshadow. And doing that first really prevents me from taking concealer up too high or like putting powder too high so that it ends up like caking or not wearing well throughout the day. Okay, I had to wait for my camera to cool down, and then also in that time, do you see how flat this little area got? It's crazy. Like my hair just, see, this is why, oh, it's so frustrating. Oh, it's so frustrating. I know that these aren't the same people commenting, but when my hair is super duper short, I prefer it because number one, I think it just does wonders for my bone structure. Number two, it's so easy. Like the shorter it is, it's just like really easy. Like I don't have to do a ton of work to it. It just does. It's just like already the shape that I want, you know? Which is just so, it's so nice to just like wake up and go kind of thing. But when my hair is super duper short, everyone, like I get so many comments where people are like, you would look so much better with long hair. And they just don't even know. Like they don't know. Like they don't know. They just don't. And now that I'm growing my hair, there are all the people who love my hair really short who are like, I miss your super short hair. And I'm like, I can't win. I'm feeling committed though because I've gotten this far. So I just kind of want to see like how far I can push it and see like what I can do with it. Like when it gets a little bit longer. The look that I had in mind was this image of Sienna Miller where she has it like kind of, I think hers is like a little bit more straight on, but it's kind of like that, and then it sort of like comes longer here and it's like cropped back here, and it's really cute. But I don't know, you know what, the longer it gets, the more I just realize how much I hate having hair in my face. Like I hate that feeling. Ugh. And I don't have like a pretty hairline. I don't have like a nice I just don't have like a beautiful hairline. So I just feel like it doesn't look good when it's like pushed off and up, you know? Like I have like a naturally horseshoe hairline. So it just makes my forehead look gigantic. I don't know. Anyway, those are my current thoughts. I'm probably gonna, after this, spend the time to curl my hair and give it a little bit of volume. I'm filming a lot of videos today. I said earlier, I wanted to talk to you just really quickly about, because my camera's gonna die, about my OCD. Because you just saw it with the eye cream. I think I mentioned this, but I have a thing with symmetry when it comes to lotion and skincare and stuff. Also makeup, but in particular eye cream. And I will sit there and I will do this over and over again and like inspect them until they are like perfect. I'm working on that right now, so be gentle with me. We're starting with the things that don't hurt as much, which is the uneven, applying lotion unevenly to my elbows, which affects me a hell of a lot more than I thought it ever would. So I'm starting to wake up a little bit. I'm going to go curl my hair and have breakfast, and then I'll pop back and I'll show you the end result of how this, I'll fill you in on my primers and I'll show you the end result, how this makes such a difference in my like overall makeup application. But quickly, let's just pop over here so you can see just like my current skin, the state of my skin, which is looking very hydrated and nice. This isn't what I was going for. So I'm actually pretty happy with the state of my skin. It feels like nice and hydrated, not like oily or anything. I decided that I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm gonna be going to a wedding soon, and it's at like 4 p.m. So there's gonna be daylight, and I wanna make sure that I'm wearing sunscreen. I would save this and primer for like an evening kind of thing where I don't have to worry about, you know, protecting my skin from the sun. So I'm gonna go in with the Haru Haru SPF and just use that. When I wear sunscreen, that's it. It's just like my skincare, my sunscreen. I don't do any primers because I'm not trying to like, number one, build up too much stuff on my face. Number two, I'm not trying to manipulate the formula of my sunscreen. So I'm trying to like put as little liquid on top of my sunscreen as possible. I don't know why I look so blue right now. Just make sure that you are always allowing your sunscreen at least 15 minutes to set before you start going in with before you go outside or before you start going in with your makeup, okay? Okay, please ignore this whole little side of my eye. I was filming an ad up like how to adapt your eyeshadow for hooded eyes, and I was like pulling on my eye like this. So like this is all wiped off, but this is the finished complexion. Okay, I tried a bunch of new products and a bunch of new powders and stuff, and despite the fact that my skin was very, very dry, especially here and around my nose, my complexion looks very, very nice. Like, I'm very, very happy with the way that it ended up looking. Like I said, all I did was I used that sunscreen after my skincare. It really is just allowing your skin the time to absorb some hydration. You know, if you are applying a sheet mask and then going in with all of your skincare and then immediately going in with your like primer and then makeup and then sun, like whatever, like if you're layering all that stuff too quickly, it's not going to absorb, it's not going to layer nicely, it's going to end up looking crazy. If you want to prioritize hydration for your skin because you are dehydrated, I just realized I have my headphones in, because your skin's dehydrated, or maybe you've been over exfoliating, maybe it's not dehydrated, what's the word? Yeah, I guess dehydrated. Like if you've just been going in with, yeah, too many like acne medications, if you've been overdoing it with the tretinoin, maybe used a little too much, your skin's a little bit dry, hydrating, prioritizing that hydration before, like with plenty of time for it to absorb is really the key. That skin prep is super important, and make sure that you are taking your skincare seriously. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see more like sort of like vloggy type videos like this, or just, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I'm filming on this tiny little Sony that I have, so I hope that this all works out. I haven't used this in a really long time. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, join my members situation, and I'll see you in the next one, dude. Bye. Why is that the slowest Zoom I've ever seen? It's hard to smile.